then the scientist with big nose, you say, I think your name will carry whole this century. And perhaps I think our work can affect the next 2 centuries, I think. So then these next generation, they will sort of praise us.
And to amplify on the urgent need, Your Holiness, I just want to show a couple of more things. This is just showing in the United States the percentage of youth between 12 and 17 years who experienced an episode of major depression in the last year. And you can see on the left these trends just going up in every age group from 12 to 17. And on the right, you can see the differences between females and males. The females are in yellow, the males are in blue. And in 2015, that gender difference was greater than it's ever been since we have been measuring this. And the disparity is caused by the females showing a big increase in depression.
Cancer. Why would that be?
Well, let me show one other slide. This is suicides by year in the United States. These are in children, in adolescents. And you can see there's been more than a doubling of the rate of suicide between 2007 and 2014 in the United States.
So far, any sort of the study, number case of suicide in big cities and rural area.
Is there comparison done?
In this country, some of my friend told me the suicide rate in city much higher. In countryside, farming, he didn't sort of explain why, reason. I felt in big city, you may have big salary, but you something like part of the whole big mission, go like that day by day. Less the human sort of feeling, human contact,
Yes.
Sense of community,
Yes.
much less. In countryside, farmer, so occasion, firstly, I think they much sort of closer to nature.
To the land, yeah.
And then occasionally work together. So sense of community is much stronger. So I felt that. So now I think environment issue. People live in big city, not much notice. Right? I think countryside, the farmer, they know the rain rate, right? And because of warming, these things they know. So the villager, countryside people, more closer with nature than big city. And particularly professors in universities.
So you asked about surgery for the brain before. This man was the director of the National Institute of Mental Health in the United States for 13 years. He was responsible over those 13 years for a budget of $20 billion where he supported research. And what he said is, I don't think we moved the needle in reducing suicide, reducing hospitalizations, improving recovery for tens of millions of people who have mental illness. And he said, I hold myself accountable for that. This is...
다 세례랑 그 돈에 단다 보다 심지. 세례 장장 그 돈에 쌤그 나제 돌 근데 펜도 채워 개중만 손세르지.
And so he has come to the conclusion, Your Holiness, that the methods for mind training that are so important in the Buddhist tradition that whole family of methods is going to be the solution, not surgery and not drugs, because they haven't impacted this despite spending $20 billion. So well-being is an urgent public health need, and we need to harness the opportunity, the power of science in our culture today that is informed by the wisdom of the traditions that Your Holiness represents, and we need to bring this out into the world. And we really have an urgent need today more than ever before. So thank you, Your Holiness.
Don't too much expect. Right.
Don't expect too much.
I have mouth. Bala, 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 bala. No soru, kasota. No knowledge is how to do.
How to do things.
These people say you can do more. I just occasionally blah 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 blah, then rest.
Well, I always say that we've all learned to brush our teeth several times a day as a kind of personal physical hygiene, and what we're talking about is a personal mental hygiene. And we envision a day when people learn about their mind and their brain, that they will take responsibility, more responsibility for their own mind and brain, and even if they spend a few minutes each day cultivating their mind like brushing the teeth, I think the world can change.
True. That's true. That's the only way.